What's going on? Whoa, that was loud. What's going on? Welcome to the FunBox podcast, everybody. Today with me, I have JB Baldwin, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
There's going to be applause in the background I put in post.
Oh,
I'm going to start doing that
yes,
from now on.
Applause me, yes. Appreciate that.
And, what's going on, dude? He came with bearing gifts of great tidings and joy.
Yeah. You deserve a gift for the podcast, man. I love it.
Dude, I appreciate it. Small batch, 4 Roses, small batch Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, crafted from our select bourbons. I'm more of a sour mash guy, but...
It's not bad. Easy on the wallet, not too heavy.
Awesome.
But good stuff. Sip on.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
Yeah, man. Here. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last time I saw you was at Kill Tony.
Yeah, Kill Tony episode. That was a Cleveland, House of Blues.
Yeah.
That's cool. I saw you and Carly at the same exact time. I'm like,
I saw so many people that night.
Did I even go anywhere? I feel like I'm like at, like, you know, in Vermilion or wherever.
I know. My buddy from work was like, "What the fuck?"
We're gonna start this episode off with a reaction. I guess our reaction to this. I was told to look this up. I haven't seen it yet. It's a Ford the Trap by 654 AR.
Is that like Is that how you pronounce it, or is it like...
I have no idea. 654 AR. The song is called For the Trap. Here we go. Directed by Darko. Let's see how this...
It's got a lot of views.
Yeah, it has 428,000 views. So here we go. This is a 654 AR For the Trap.
Uploaded a week ago, about...
All right. That's processed vocals.
Is the entire thing in his little tiny He-Man voice?
That was the video. It wasn't us.
I heard pussy. That's all I could get out of it.
All right, I can't understand it. Dude, I don't even know what to say.
How does it have this many views?
I think for shock value, kind of like the It's Friday song.
Yeah,
that Rebecca Black. I hope I don't get
on the car.
Yeah, I hope I don't get docked by YouTube for like it's like some serious copyright issue. Oh, you can't do this. You don't know about 645 AR For the Trap,
don't
dog.
Take our show away, or you'll see us in Detroit.
All right. That was all right. I don't even know what to say.
That was interesting.
All right,
that's probably something my daughter listens to.
Probably not. I don't know anybody who would.
No, that's my shower music. In there.
There's no way to sing along with that.
No,
you'd have to.
You just go with the beat, man.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And holding some cats, you know? That sounds like something you do with that. I don't know.
Holding some cats, yeah. Sounds like a cat recorded it.
Yeah. They should have had some cats in that video.
But yeah, to the viewers, right now I'm wearing sunglasses, not because I think I'm cool. It's because I woke up with a weird... It's probably not as swollen
he's
right now.
He's trying to intimidate me. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. I was like, welcome to the FunBox lair. This is what we do. Hey, man, do you taste the fentanyl in that?
Delicious.
Yeah, man, JB Baldwin, dude. Baldwin. He's not one of the Baldwin in Hollywood.
No. I get asked that all the time.
You got Steven, Alec, and then... the other guy.
Stephen Alec.
Chris?
I can't even remember.
I don't even know.
I don't know. They're not even worth it.
He did a movie with somebody, was it called Sliver? And he played like this guy that was recording. He would like spy on this girl in the hotel room, and he had like this like security camera area, and we had all these weird hidden video cameras.
It sounds like something a Baldwin would do.
But yeah, Alec is the more successful guy.
Yeah.
Steven was the Biodome guy.
Yeah.
And the other guy was that guy.
Was Stephen Baldwin.
Yeah, the other guy's the Ringo of the other ones.
Yeah.
Of the other Baldwins. The Ringo.
Yeah. I'm actually the third. My real name is John.
John. What's the B for?
So I get this all the time. People don't believe me. I have to show like my birth certificate to people. It's literally just the letter B.
Yeah, really?
Yes, but it stands for Baptist. Like you, my family's from West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia here.
I'm John B. Baldwin the third, and the B stands for Baptist.
Yeah, Baptist heathens, baby.
Had a preacher in the family. My grandparents actually helped start a church in Vermilion here.
I think I had like 10 preachers in our family.
Really?
Actually, my uncle runs Beacon Baptist on Lake Road, across, by Lakeview Park and all that.
Oh, no shit.
Beacon Baptist.
Your uncle?
Yeah, my uncle Aaron.
Really?
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah, he's been running that for years.
I didn't know
Decades.
So we got a little Baptist blood in us.
Oh, absolutely. My mom is a preacher's daughter. My grandfather was a Baptist preacher. My grandfather on my dad's side, my dad's father was a Baptist preacher.
Really?
From West Virginia. And who else, man? My uncle, my dad's brother, Baptist preacher. My aunt on my mother's side, she married a preacher.
Oh.
It's just preachers everywhere.
I was raised in church pretty hardcore, believe it or not, to everyone that knows me and my wacky lifestyle. Right. I was actually going to be a preacher when I grew up, but things change,
Yeah, that's what this podcast, I don't think my mom's watched it, but I don't think she'd approve of a lot of the content.
Oh, I told my whole family, I'm like, get at it.
Yeah, watch it. Why not? I figured, it's kind of,
It's a fucking podcast.
Fucking podcast. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What is that foul language? On YouTube, when I upload things, I'm required to put whether or not this is geared for children or not. And I'm like, well, depends on how you want to raise your kid. I don't think a kid watching me is going to get influenced wrongly. I think we have content that's not, I guess, suitable for children per se.
Why would they even ask that, though? Because kids can have access to any freaking thing they want.
They want
pretty much
to you be the option if they click on the video, whether it's for 18 or not, 18 and older or not.
Yeah.
So, because sometimes you'll get that. Like if you watch a booty shaking video, sometimes it's a little bit too risque or taboo.
Fuck YouTube. I'll just go watch some Pornhub.
Yeah, I know. YouTube's weird like that.
Yeah, they got a lot of regulations, but yeah.
But yeah, so I don't really know what to say. I'm like, I guess okay. Is it for kids? No, it's for everybody.
Yeah.
So I put no, just for safe. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I definitely would say.
All right, then I won't talk about circumcised or uncircumcised penises in front of a kid.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that makes sense. So it's not for kids.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to talk about my sex life with a child. So it's not for kids. Yeah. I guess we'll put it like that. But I look at it. I look at it as like I've said so many things in front of a child on accident.
Oh yeah, dude, the cursing thing is like horrible. Yeah, I try and control it all the time. F-bombs everywhere. It's too late.
Yeah, it's
too late.
Yeah, you know what? It's a learning experience. I think being around children, but yeah, I have a good valve, turn on and off valve for my language because raised in church and stuff. I know how to turn it off.
That's only like if I step foot in like my mama's house or something like that. It's like once I walk in there, it's like an instant switch.
Yeah,
I don't even like pay attention to it, but like once I'm like out somewhere, no, game over.
When I was a kid, I got too comfortable around my parents once, and my mom didn't hear me, but I said HE double hockey stick. Hell, well, I didn't say HE double hockey stick, which I want to kind of bring back. That's super old school.
That is old. You haven't heard that in a long time, actually.
I know. What in the HE double hockey stick is going on? What in the HE double hockey stick is that? I'm like, that's fucking awesome. The first time I heard that was this old guy we lived by when I was like 7. And my older brother at the time was like, oh, you know what that means? I'm like, what? That means hell.
It's a bad place.
It's a bad place. But, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Welcome.
Yeah, I love this place. It's cool.
Yeah, I get a lot of compliments about the setup, even though it's the most jimmy-rigged setup in my eyes, because it kind of slowly turned into this, and it's not I want to get Graham Panton to help me build a podcast table, and I want it like bar height with like bar stools.
Yeah, Graham,
have like
do that.
That would be like a solid wooden oak table.
That would be nice. That would be cool. Really cool. Yeah.
I was about to get some more computer chairs, and I was like, wait, if I get
like Game of Thrones status, everyone at the round table, or
I was thinking about something in like having like a thing to put the cords, just something real solid and big, and and yet everybody wanted these boom things, that I got, and
it all comes in time, though. I mean,
in time. It looks
good.
Like, what is this? This is like 3 months. Okay, I started this in October, November, December, January. I think it's past the point where I could abort this in most states. So I have to let it go.
Yeah.
By law.
Yeah.
By law, I have to let the podcast go.
Yeah.
And in 9 months, it'll be a baby.
It'll be a baby. By law.
By law. By law.
As long as you sign the papers, you're good.
Right. As long as they slap the ass. After 9 months, you got to slap the ass of the podcast to get it to start crying.
We got a screaming podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. But yeah, man, I wanted to get you on because you kind of have a life of adversity.
That's true.
I talked to a couple people so far about their certain adversities, and you are in particular. I know Duffy had
I'm all over the place, man.
Duffy had a whole lung transplant. We talked about the Shovel Face episode number 5, and
really?
It blew my mind.
I missed that one.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Really?
I knew about it, and some medication they put him on, put him over the edge of to now he's like permanently like disabled in his legs, so he needs the assistance from crutches and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with the medication, but it's just like it's like, man, life-changing stuff. But you, in 2012, you got sick with kidney disease.
2012. Yeah. You transplant.
Yeah. You said you had to do dialysis for 3 to 4 years. What is that?
So basically, your kidneys just like stop working. That's what filters your blood. Like if you think of a car, it's the best way. I tell people, like, you got to change your oil every once in a while. So like you put things in your body, alcohol, shitty food, just crap, it all gets into your blood and your kidneys filter that out. And when your kidneys stop, all those toxins stay in your body and it basically will kill you in a fucking heartbeat.
So how does this play into you, like with this bourbon here? Is it just moderation is key for you?
Moderation is key. My family, when they watch this, yes. I've gotten more mature as the years have gone on. I've definitely had issues and stuff with that, but everything I do, like I go through the Cleveland Clinic, I have like a whole team, man. And I'd tell them straight up like what I do if I smoke weed, which is becoming more of a good thing, but alcoholism, not good as long as you do it the adult way. Right. Have a couple drinks and things like that. Yeah.
I guess like I could.
Back in the days when we used to hang out, no, I can't now.
I thought it seems like I get progressively worse as far as like the mistakes I make. When I was in high school and early 20s and throughout my 20s, I was actually relatively responsible. There was always people around me that were getting like in trouble and getting into fights.
Yeah.
I was always in the background, kind of just like, oh man, people get fucked up, way too fucked up, man. What's going on?
These people are crazy.
Now I'm getting to the point where I have to watch. I don't want to drink out at bars really anymore.
Dude, you spend so much money, like your mind starts thinking about that stuff, and you're like,
well, I'm turning into like, say somebody might rub me the wrong way, and then I'm not like a fighter. It's just that they'll say somebody starts busting my balls that I don't know. I'll turn into like Joe Pesci from Goodfellas or something. Oh, yeah. And
but the older you get, things just like switch. You don't even know. It's happened to me too.
Yeah, because I'm in a life like I'm kind of set in my ways. I'm real comfortable with who I am. Well, slowly getting more comfortable with who I am. Pretty soon I'll be in my 60s or 70s asking a stranger to push my hemorrhoid back in. Like, no shame at all. Like, hey, can you get that, man? But just to kind of put this out there, you could look it up. In August, I drank too much, and we went out for like a walk over on Stanley Road. I won't mention any names.
Yeah.
And I was at a friend's house, and we went for a little walk. And I was like, I kind of want to go home. I kind of want to go back to your place. I'm a little tired, you know. I don't remember walking back. I woke up in the morning with a woman cop, and I was on somebody's back porch. It was his neighbor.
I've been there a few times.
It was his neighbor. So I went to jail. They took me to jail.
So it was his neighbor, so you were like right there.
I was right there, but I got the wrong backyard.
Oh, yeah. That's a similar story, yeah.
And I was all like, you know, it's so innocent, but, you know, any kind of madman could have came out and just shot me. Who knows? You know, they would have had a good reason. I walked into it was one of those back patios that was enclosed with a door, like a screen door.
Yeah.
And it wasn't locked, so I didn't get like B&E, breaking and entering or anything, but I got criminal trespassing charge and
one of those too.
and a disorderly. They tagged the disorderly on.
Yeah.
And everything's fine, you know, everything is all settled. I paid the penalty for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you think about that stuff, like you wake up and you're like, damn, did that really just happen? And like, it's okay to like laugh about it, but when you like think about it in depth, you're like,
oh, I was
that could have went to the extreme, man.
I never thought that would ever happen to me. It was like that Robert Downey Jr. incident. It wasn't as bad as him.
Yeah.
He actually crawled into a room, like a child's room in somebody's house.
Yeah.
But it was innocent. A lot of people say and laugh, but at the time it was very detrimental. It was the most humbling thing that.
Yeah.
I felt stupid.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid, dude.
I've felt stupid so many fucking times in my life.
And yeah.
Yeah.
It's just very woke me up. I'm like, man, I'm in my 30s, dude. I can't be doing this.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
I'm like, it's been a long time since I've like seen a judge or anything like that. So it feels good, but my last time was like similar story, man. I scared an old couple. I was supposed to stay at my buddy's, and I woke up in the back of a Lorraine cop car, and I was literally getting punched in my face, like blasted.
By a cop?
Yeah, and I was handcuffed, and I was like, what the fuck? This dude's wailing on me. His partner's behind him, like trying to pull him off. I didn't even know what the hell was going on. I'm starting like screaming all the way downtown. And when I get into court, I want them to read the whole thing, like the report. And supposedly I thought I was at my buddy's house who lived a couple houses down.
Mm-hmm.
It was this old couple's house. I had blood all over my shirt and I had cuts on me. Well, I guess I was like, couldn't get in the house. I was trying to push windows up and I broke the glass. When the cops came, I was at the side door and they were like, hey, like, get over here. And I guess I turned around. I don't remember any of this. And they said, I was like, fuck you. And I turned around and started walking away. And they told me to stop again. They said, when I turned around this time, I charged him like fucking Goldberg and like speared the one guy.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, that's probably why I was getting blasted in the face.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you know, I hear these stories and it sucks so bad, man. Like that alcohol does that. And it's so legal.
And it's legal, but weed, no big problem.
I know. The thing is, don't get me wrong. I don't wish prohibition should exist or anything. I don't wish it should not be
yeah,
legal, you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is how
it damages lives. It kills people.
That is such like commercials, like Budweiser commercials. Like I had a DUI, and after that, the two instances I had with alcohol involving the law, it was I hear the train.
Choo-choo.
This is the price I paid for being inside of a garage.
That lets me know I'm home. I miss that sound.
After those instances, you think about how important it is to be responsible with alcohol, and then you go on a Super Bowl commercial will have a Budweiser doggy and the Clydesdale horses
all cute and shit and make people cry.
Yeah, oh, it's Budweiser. Put
a grown man on his knees like, oh my god,
yeah, I love
this one's for you.
Or like throwing a party for somebody that came home from the military and Budweiser, drink Budweiser,
yeah.
And it's all.
I hopped on that Bud train for a minute.
That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, it's so glorified, but the price to pay for making a mistake is so. There's some people in certain countries that think I should get hung for even.
Oh yeah,
I think that driving
the system they look at it. I mean, they're making money off of it. Yeah. But I mean, still, it's like it's bad. It's a booming business. It's
don't get
stuff for the like kidney foundation that I do. A lot of stuff people don't want to donate in like events that we have. But once we bring like alcohol into it, like Tito's will show up and stuff like that, these people will sell tickets like that.
Wow.
Big like raffle baskets, things. And it's just like, that's what speaks to people, man.
Yeah. I mean, it speaks to me. I'm a drinker.
In the family. Yeah.
I'm a drinker. I probably came from a long line of.
But it's good that you see that, though. I mean, if you're someone like me and you have kids, it's you do some fucked up shit like that. It really makes you feel pretty damn small.
What was the dialysis again? The treatment?
So like when I first got sick, I got a tube put in up here, right into my main artery that goes like right into your heart. I forget the name of that. It's like right into your main bloodline. So what they do, that process, they pull your blood out through a tube and it goes through this machine, kind of like a coffee filter.
Yeah. And
then puts it back in your body. And that shit is like, you sit there 3 to 5 hours, depending on like how clean you need to be. You do that like 3 times a week. And it fucking drains you. I did that shit and I was working 2 jobs at the same time. But then somebody younger as me, I switched over to a thing that I could do at home, where I put this catheter in my belly. And you have like this stomach cavity, and this machine I have. There's a video I have. I'll post it like sometime down the road. But the fluid will go in. It'll sit in this cavity all day long. I'll do it all night long, and then I'll go to work, and this fluid will just be chilling there. And what it does is it pulls like the toxins out and things like that. And when I hook up this machine, it'll dump all this fluid into this tube in this big tub. I would have to dump it out every morning, set it up, and my room was like a freaking hospital room. It was like a prison cell, you know. Right. Like my daughter would have to come in there and hang out with me. Mm-hmm. Friends would visit me in there, and you'd have to wear like a mask and stuff. I would just sit there and watch TV, chill.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that like rattling you? I worked with a guy that fell into a fire, and he got like 3rd-degree burns across like his whole entire arm was like, and like part of his like, you know, right here.
Dude, I couldn't even imagine.
Ribs was like gone, like horribly gone, and he had to get like skin grafting done.
You worked with this guy?
He still works with me. God it's just damn. That you could tell the difference in somebody's personality after these, just a strong I call it a come to Jesus moment. Basically, like boom, wake you the fuck up. And my last guest had that when he did a whole bunch of LSD.
Who, Pat?
Yeah.
I know the Simmons very well.
I'd rather do LSD than get half my body burned to get that switch. But anyway, yeah. So that probably for you, and then you had the transplant, and I bet you that was just in itself, whether or not that was going to even happen.
No, because of my blood type, it was, we were looking at 5 to 7 years, maybe longer, to get one from like a deceased donor that would just match. And my cousin, Abby Conway, surprised the entire family, went and got tested, and she was a perfect match, like perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, God bless her.
Yeah.
For a lot of times, it's hard to, I don't know. I mean, it takes, it's like I don't need both of my kidneys, I suppose. I could just give somebody one, but it's like, man, I'm giving somebody, it's better to have 2 than 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Depends on what kind of lifestyle you're living.
Yeah. So if, like me, I need both of them. I need both of mine.
Yeah.
I can't, dude, it's the battle between the Bible and the bottle.
That's the battle of life, I feel. I don't know, you know? Yeah. The good and the evil. You gotta.
It's hard, man. I really don't think it's gonna take. The only thing I could probably like curb my drinking to the point of just on weekends and inside my own house.
Yeah.
And that could save me as far as affecting other people around me. I'm still gonna screw myself, but I'd rather screw myself than other people. And that's the shitty thing about alcohol. You can get other people involved. I saw this video of this teenage girl or this just young woman that was driving and hit a car while under the influence, and she killed him. And then her reaction to finding out the news in the back of the cop car, she's still drunk, and she was like, "What? You know, yeah, they're dead. The cop told her the news." and it turned into anger. She got angry, like, don't lie to me. Why are you telling me things like that?
She doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, don't tell me things like that. But you could see when it hit her, like, oh, what happened? Like, oh my goodness.
That's what happens, though. Any like encounter you have with like a police officer or something in that moment, or a human, like in our minds, we're just like, why are you attacking me? Like, but like the very next day, that's when you're like, feel yay big.
Oh,
like,
yeah. You're
wow.
Very
That's
humbling
crazy.
experience, and I couldn't imagine that. That is because what's interesting about it is that I understand it is their responsibility. Everybody that drinks and does something wrong, you did it. You have to pay the consequence.
Yeah, it's
all I'm saying.
Part of being an adult.
All I'm saying is that what you drank is broadcasted on these commercials and glorified as this happy thing. What are you going to fucking expect?
Yeah.
And
they make you think that you work that 9 to 5, man, get out and the fucking happy hour specials ever. I mean, you're talking, I've been bartending over fucking 10 years, and it's like, happy hour is a big time thing throughout the work week. And then they got Thirsty Thursdays, and they do anything to promote this shit. And it's just, I feel like it's just to get people your average Joe to get through the work week, you know? And
yeah. People like construction workers, man, it's like 5 a.m. is when they're like, time to get that beer.
Yeah.
Time went on.
Bartending over my years, like you see the people, those regulars, like every single day. I don't know how they do it, because like I get some of the worst hangovers the older I get, and I'm just like, how? And they would wake up at like 5 a.m. to go back to work and do some hard ass fucking shit. And I'm like,
I don't know.
How are you not fucking dying?
Yeah, I can't do it. If I go to bed too late, it's hard to get up. So
fuck yeah.
I can't imagine drinking.
We're fucking old, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Oregon Trail generation. But yeah, let's talk about the National Kidney Foundation. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so when I was on dialysis, I had this amazing dialysis team, because, that was a big life-changing moment. It was like my life changed in the blink of an eye. And I was fucking terrified. I didn't know what the fuck I was walking into. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. And I went in there, and these people were just so nice. They welcome you in, and they just coach you through it, and they just they're really good at letting you know that they're by your side, and that's what makes you feel good. And when I was in there, like, I was one of the youngest guys in there. And I don't know, this one lady, every June, they do a kidney walk, and I saw these posters. I'm like, hey, what's this all about? Like, I wanted to start, like, turning things around, started giving back, because I was getting assistance and help through the Kidney Foundation and things like that. And so I went to my first kidney walk. It was just me, my mother, Abby, and my daughter. It was fucking raining. And it's just like a walk, and you go do it. And the nurses told me about it, so I started. And everyone in town here helped me raise so much money. I became like one of the top fundraisers, like in competition with like these like corporate companies and things like that, the money that I would raise. But they use that money, and like I volunteer, and we go to places like the art museum. They have like these health expos, and you go there, and there's like different stations, and they'll basically test you, because kidney disease, the way it works is you don't know you have it until you have it. There's no like signs really. The only way you can tell is blood work and like urine samples if you have too much protein, but you really can't tell. You can prevent it from happening if it does, and that's like our biggest thing. Mine just smacked me in the face and was like, oh, it's too late. So, but yeah, I work with these guys. I've actually taken a couple years off. Life is busy with work and things like that, and I don't know, it wasn't right within my soul. I didn't feel like I was in that time, but this year, 2020, I'm getting back into it. So
awesome.
It always made me feel really good, and to know like when you go to events like that and like people like hear your story, especially from like somebody young as me. Well, back then, like when you see the effect you have of like touching somebody, like I never would have thought I had some type of effect like that on somebody, and it just makes you feel really good, and you want to keep doing it. So,
yeah. That's another thing we talked with Pat about that. It's that good deeds. Like, is there an unselfish good deed? Because a good deed always makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey,
Like
man, that's the best thing. Hey, man, if that's selfish, you could be selfish with that. Why not?
Yeah.
If that's if you get greedy with your good deeds and how you feel when you do them, that's the best thing to be selfish with.
But I think
whatever.
My opinion on it is if like you're gonna be selfish about it, keep it to yourself. And like, I don't know, I've even done it before, but like people are like, oh, I just helped this person out, or
boasting about it online or something.
But I mean, that's sometimes how you got to be nowadays, because nobody will even do that unless they see other people doing it, and they're like, wow, there really are people like that out there. We should start doing something like that. So it's kind of like hit or miss, but yeah,
it's always good. I guess putting it out there that you're taking steps to make an impact on somebody's life. And that's what I have been thinking about lately a lot with politics and my values. In the long run, and the whole basis of what my beliefs lay on is I'm not supposed to charge over trenches with a gun and for my values and to kill in an act of some kind of defense against my values. I should be, all I can do first off is just vote. But second, my beliefs in being a Baptist and raised Baptist is to change the world one soul at a time.
But that's how you have to be. Because like if we just go out and vote, you're not going to make any impact.
Right.
It's just going to be a flat line of the same old bullshit.
Yeah, my duty, as far as my values go, my duty really is to change the individual, try to change individual one soul at a time, or influence them one soul at a time. And if that makes me go to prison for my values, if I go to jail for my values, or I'm supposed to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm supposed to submit and change it one soul at a time.
I'll stand with you.
If that means the prison guard looking at me, I could change him too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like, I don't know. I really don't know where that line is of when I'm supposed to not,
It's something that comes, man. I don't know. You'll just feel it.
Yeah, because I don't have much. I have my values, and I think Facebook is one of those like purging platforms for everybody to when they're on their like Sundays.
Oh, I love some of the comments you post, dude.
Sundays are like a day where, or a Saturday. Sometimes I'm a hungover day where I'm online. I'll see something and I'm like, nope, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You suck.
I've witnessed some of those Rob Webby's comments.
But but to be the thing is, if they knew who I was,
exactly,
they would know where it came from.
That's one thing I hate about fucking social media is everyone thinks they know you on this level, and it's like, but you don't fucking know me, like the real me inside. Like you can post certain stuff, and like people scroll through. I notice like I'll post some stuff about Kinney Foundation or stuff that means something good.
Yeah.
It won't get that much attention. Like you're looking at it, but like I'll post a fucking dumbass meme or some shit. Everyone's just fucking cracking up, but everyone needs a good laugh, you know?
Right, yeah. My main thing that I keep, and I put my foot on the ground all the time when I hear it, and the last thing that you probably, because it was on one of your threads, was somebody talking about how you should promote transgenderism to children. And I'm like, and everybody can quote me on this.
Promote that.
I'm like, everybody can quote me on this, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's fucking child abuse. You should never promote that their genitals don't matter to a child.
They don't even know
that. Like your sexuality is not even found.
I don't know.
It's even a debate whether or not homosexuality is you're born with it or not.
Oh, my family. I had family members chiming in like, if you have kids, you're basically telling them like, oh, you can just go raise yourself because you fucking know how to fucking choose. Well, so what's interesting, good luck at life, buddy.
And I'm not lumping homosexuality with that. I love all people. I love everybody. I love if you want to chop your dick off, go ahead. But at an age where you're able to make the decision for yourself, not a child.
No, some folks just get that kung ho. Like they just get built into that lifestyle, and that's the only way they fucking think. Like,
all I'm saying is gender neutral bathrooms for children is fucking retarded. Quote me on that, everybody. Sorry, JB.
No.
I have to just put it out there. That's just how I feel.
No,
it's not going to change. I am very biased.
That post got very serious.
I am very biased, and I'll admit it. I think it's fucking retarded. And I don't want to put any of my tax money to go towards anything like that in my area. So, boom. Sorry, I'm going to vote no.
They don't have. You're not giving them a choice. You're throwing an idea in their face and telling them to choose.
Yeah,
no. Let them find out on their own, between their own soul and their own mind.
What's interesting about that is they're not old enough to consent to how they use their sexuality. So why would they be old enough to consent on what their sexuality is,
exactly,
or what they have between their legs? If they're not with that logic of promoting that to children, then you could say, so a pedophile can say, "Oh, it was consensual." Was it? She's not old enough to consent to that.
Oh, so it's consensual me to beat your motherfucking ass.
Yeah. All I'm saying, whatever. I digress. That's my 2 cents on that.
Ooh, was that? But are we going to cause drama with this?
I don't care.
Me neither.
Man, this is so like what do you call it? Obscure and.
Yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Like I even said, there's always, it's going to be 50-50 no matter what. There's never going to be a medium here.
I'm pretty sure when it comes to the worldviews, most people agree with me and you about this issue. Most do. Any culture you visit, I don't care if you're a Aborigine, they're not promoting cutting their child's or pumping their child with hormones.
No.
And I love how they hate hormones in milk. But it's okay to pump your kid with it. Anyway,
I don't drink fucking milk
I'm generalizing now. I won't do that anymore. But anyway, back to
the FunBox.
The FunBox. That's not a very fun topic, is it? No. But yeah, the present day. You work at Defense Soap?
Defense Soap, baby. Coming to Vermilion.
Do you also live in a freaking dilapidated building where you turn one light on and another light turns off? And do you have an underground fight club?
Who told you?
Defense Soap, what is that?
That's a new place they're building next to German's Villa.
Is the soap defending dirt?
It is. It's defending ringworm.
Oh, really?
Yes. So they're based out of Lakewood, and that's where I work at currently. I think we're going to be moving in March is when all the construction is done. But dude, this is probably, I got blessed finding this job. These guys found my resume. I got in there. Family owned. The Seikos and the people that work there. He's a retired Cleveland cop, and he's the coach for St. Ed's Wrestling. And so is his son. He's in the Wrestling Hall of Fame. And he started out by, he knew how dirty it was. Like, I wrestled when I was, like, tiny. And like ringworm was like really bad. There was no like good way to clean the mats and keep yourself clean. So he started like making his own soap, and he would pass it out to the parents and things like that. And next thing you know, it just became like supply and demand. They kept asking for more and more and more. So he started like making his own. He would tell us stories where he'd be like in traffic, like boxing up his own soap and things like that. And while he was still on the police force doing all this, and after he retired, he did this full time. And now, like, dude, we supply soap to like, the Buckeyes, Michigan, different types of high schools all over the place. If you go in Vermilion High School, I know that's up in there. Wow. They actually live here in Vermilion. And that's why they decided to build here. They love this town. They like to boat. They're just really good, down-to-earth people, man. Like, I've run into some bumps and stuff with some kidney things in my beginnings there, and they're like, hey, you're part of the team. They treat you like family, pretty much.
That's always good to have employers like
never
that.
had a company like that, yeah.
Yeah, where you feel if you're not there, it's actually when I'm not at my job, I feel like I'm affecting it, and that's good. I want to feel like I'm I don't want to be a ghost where I'm just like putting like little parts into a bin.
Exactly.
Where my job,
a fucking robot
where I'm not,
punches a clock.
I want it to be where I'm not there. It's not as good.
Yeah.
And they want me there.
I was actually going to bring you like a bunch of samples and stuff like that, but I forgot, but now I have your address. So I'm going to ship you a surprise box one day.
Oh, man, nice.
But yeah, they make all kinds of stuff, man.
Dude, first guest to ever get me a gift.
That's right.
Going in the books. I could give you another sticker. I got
give me stickers because I live out in Cleveland. I post that shit everywhere.
I got a bunch of ramen noodles. You want to take a bunch of ramen noodles home?
Yeah, my wallet needs some ramen right now.
It's a very
after buying your fucking gift.
Yeah, no, I know. Economically sound meal.
Yes,
it's very packed with MSG.
Budweiser should throw some ramen into their commercials.
Yeah, your cholesterol will just through the roof after a nice ramen, especially after I.
Have you ever had ramen? My mom did this growing up at school. She would take the crunchies, put them in the skillet, and she would like melt some butter in there and like lightly, not all the seasonings, just a little bit of the seasonings. Mm-hmm. Get them all like toasty, almost like a crouton, and then we'd put them as salad toppings. That shit
really
was banging.
Whoa!
Swear to God, it'll change your life, dog. Change your life.
Never heard of that. I saw this one chef doing that. He took the ramen noodle package and the noodles, and he like created his own noodle out of them. He like mashed them up and like made like this.
Yeah.
And he recreated the noodle out of them and like made a gourmet noodle.
Have you seen these fucking videos of these guys like replacing broken pieces of like wood and shit
with ramen?
Like what the like?
Yeah, I got
all you think about is I'm putting that in my fucking body.
Yeah.
My thing, I was like, that can't be good for the kidneys.
Yeah. I have a hole in my back patio. Oh, you just fill it up with ramen, sand it down, and then repaint the little knot holes in the little like the wood grain in it. It's like, what?
Oh, dude.
These people on YouTube, man, blow my freaking mind. It's supposed to be inspiring, and a lot of people get inspired when they see somebody do something so fantastic and magnificent. Me, I get discouraged. I'm like, fuck me. I throw away my guitar.
Why can't I get fucking a million views from a fucking ramen pack?
Yeah, it's like I don't always go online on YouTube to see how to play a song, but when I do, an 8-year-old Asian girl is way better than I am. It's like, fuck this.
That's how I learned, man. Yeah. But go away. I mean, I was like, man, we're about to do this podcast. I could sit here and talk to Rob for like hours. This is like, we're not going to have enough time for shit.
Yeah. Well, it's we've been doing this now for 42, 43 minutes or so.
I got a couple ideas for like guests I think would be good that I haven't seen because I know you're like looking and stuff, but
also, if anybody has any ideas and if you want to come on and you have something you just want to talk about, let me know. I need guests.
Yeah.
And
spread the word.
And you never know. You might become a regular guest. It could happen. Like I'm having Tony and Graham on again.
I'm gonna be like Joey Diaz over here.
Hey, you cocksuckers!
Yeah. Smoking it up.
Listen to me, Joe Rogan. You don't know. It's just a business. You can't. This is the way it goes. Joe Rogan. You don't understand. It's just a business. Marijuana's illegal. It's just the way to. Sometimes, Joe. Duh. Sometimes, Joe, you lose me when you get into politics. You just lose me, Joe.
I'm fucking stoned, yeah. That was like Sylvester Stallone. What the fuck was that?
Hey, man, I'm a boxer. I don't read so good. My brain is just a little bit more relaxed than everybody else.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Hey, boom. I'm a fighter. Dude, The Last Blood. Have you watched it? I haven't.
Last Blood.
It's The Last Blood for Rambo, John Rambo.
Fuck, no, I have not seen that yet. When it came out, I was just like, okay.
Geriatric Rambo.
I feel like Sylvester's doing better in his older ages than Mr. Arnold, which was like my man back in the day.
Yeah, they were both kind of battling for roles.
Yeah, they both had.
If one guy didn't do a role,
they were both the prime time, Yeah.
I hear him talk about that. It's like, you got to take this commando role or whatever because, fucking Sly Stallone's going to take it. And it's like, all right, I'll do it.
That's how I learned my first cuss word, South Carolina.
Which one was that?
I was born and partially raised. And what was that? Oh, no, that was Predator. You said Commando. Predator. Yeah.
What was the cuss word?
Fuck.
Oh, fuck. That's when you learned what fuck was?
I think
my
mother could testify for whatever that word was.
You know how when people say you fuck?
You
fuck? you fucking fuck, you know?
Oh, yeah, bartending.
Calling somebody a fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't understand. To me, even now, it's kind of like, that's a weird insult.
You fuck?
You fuck.
Oh, that was pretty loud.
But I heard that on Speed when Keanu Reeves shoots Jeff Daniels when he's like, shoot the hostage. And then he shoots the hostage and then he's on the ground and he looks at him and he goes, you fuck. When I was a kid, I was like, what? You could say it like that?
What is this? Sorcery.
I knew about that word, but I didn't know you could use it like that.
Yeah.
He's a full-grown adult, and he has like a fucking Kevlar vest on. He knows what he's talking about.
There's so many like phrases. Even I'll say it, and I'll be like, "What the fuck did I just say?" I don't even know.
You fuck.
You fucks.
Shoot the hostage. Pop quiz, hot shot.
Let's roll.
There's a bomb on a bus. Bus goes 50 miles an hour. The bomb is armed. It drops below 50. It blows up. What do?
We're fucking cruising, baby. We are cruising.
You're a bartender.
Yeah, I still do.
How was that?
A couple of days a week. It's hard to get away from, man. Money is amazing.
Yeah, I bet. I need to get into that.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing...
Especially if you're working at fucking Rudy's.
Weekends have been like... I've always tried to fill them up with music, and I think I'm kind of take a back seat on playing live anymore because it's just so much work.
If it's becoming more of like work and not like a passion type thing, then yeah, I feel that.
I think right now this is more of my hobby.
And like I've run into so many bartending jobs where it becomes like work, and then like with my resume, I always end up falling into like a managing gig or something, and I fucking hate it, man. It sucks the life out of you.
Yeah, I want the least responsible with the most money.
Yeah, if you have cool people to work with, cool bosses and stuff, fuck yeah, let's go.
I want the least responsibility with the most money.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
The only time I'll ever manage is if I get my own bar.
The lottery is what I'm banking my future on winning the lottery.
So it's in 20 years on the FunBox podcast.
It's the worst future planning ever.
Hey, it happens,
what is
bro.
Going on?
You got to go shop at those little lottery, like gas pubs, like the delis that no one knows of. That's usually where the big hits are.
Yeah, where old people go. Seems like old people.
I'm pretty good at Keno. That's a bartending tray I picked up from a couple of regulars. I can hit pretty good on that. Like if I'm desperate for some money, I'll be like bartending one night and I'll just take like 20 and be like, hey, you want to throw in? And we'll pick a couple numbers. So like the more you spend, the more you make. But it's like a 1 in a million shot. As long as you know the right numbers and watch the board.
Yeah.
Pick him up.
Yeah, I need money.
Word.
Story of everybody's life.
Same. I can't wait till child support's done. I'll be good.
That's another thing I want to talk to you about. Like, where's that line? Like, you know how like a hospital can't deny you, right?
What do you mean?
It's against the law for a hospital to deny you emergency services, right?
If your life is in jeopardy, they can't deny you. So, if your life is in jeopardy.
So what about you when it comes to, say, certain medications? Say you have like a kidney issue or medication.
Dude, I'd say the whole insurance health system is fucking corrupt as fuck.
Well, like how does that work when it comes to, how they can't deny you?
Okay,
right?
So say like with a company like Defense, I have medical insurance now. Of course I pay for that, but like when I go to bartending, like nobody offers health insurance, which I think something should change about that. I think everyone should have fucking health care.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. But like you try and get assistance through the government and whatnot. But me, I'm always working like a couple jobs, whatever. But like I take 2 anti-rejection meds that are fucking ridiculous amount of money. But they have like programs and stuff for that where you can get the stuff for free. But it'll take time. Like you'll be sitting on the phone literally like 2 fucking hours, man. And I'll have to call back from Cleveland Clinic, call back to this medication place. Cleveland Clinic, back. Oh, we need this, need that. We got to fax this over. Oh, we lost the fax. Somebody didn't send it. It's fucking stupid. And I think the longest I went was probably like 3 months without one of my medications. And like when I tell my transplant team this, they freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, what are we gonna do? But they're just not gonna give you free pills. They'll try and find a way out. So like everything always like works out. But I mean, what if something did happen like to me? And I'm sure it's happened to people before.
Like it's always at that last little bit where it's like, oh, he's about to die. Gotta fix him.
Oh yeah, I've literally been on the phone with this lady who was like with this prescription company, right. And my Medicare ran out. It was like right after transplant. Once you start dialysis, you get put on like emergency Medicare. Yeah. No matter if you're working, whatnot, it's there for you because you're in an emergency situation. And I think it lasts for the entire time you're on dialysis. Once you get a transplant, I think you have like 2 years after transplant that those funds are still there. And then once your Medicare runs out, boom, you're like on your own, got to figure shit out. Well, that happened to me. And I was on the phone with like Medicare people. I'm like, hey, I'm fucking bartending. Like, I don't have like health insurance. Like, you work through the system. And for some reason, the Medicaid office and places like that, it's a fucking joke. You try and do shit like
what if you were in prison?
If you're in prison,
do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I've actually been locked up a couple times.
Do you get what you need there? Like obviously there's.
I would say in prison, yes. In prison, like in the county or like whatever, you're in somewhere like that. Like my family's had to bring my medicine in, and they have a nurse who will disperse it for you. Yeah. So like somebody's still got to fucking pay for it. Yeah. So I don't know like on a personal level what that happens like when you run out.
Well, I get kind of like agitated when I hear that inmates get better care or better care of, in all general than citizens that are
we
voters.
Pay for it. So I would assume yes, because I feel like that would be a huge topic that so many people would know about. Like if I fucking knew that people in jail, I would fucking go beat the fuck out of a cop and be like, put me in jail if I was about to die from fucking medicine.
I'm clipping here.
So
I gotta watch out. When I laugh, I gotta go like that. Woo! See, I did it. Fucking popped again.
Yeah. I got it once too, but yeah, man, for real. Like, I feel like that's not a thing because I feel like if it was, we would all know about it. Yeah. But I don't know how they get that medicine because if that was legit and I was like fucking homeless in a fucking hole and like feeling like death, I would go. Well, like on Shameless, it's got to be because you've seen that. Do you watch Shameless at all?
I do, and I think I really don't like that show because Maggie loves it. Whenever I watch it, I'm just like, yep, they're all going to die of AIDS. That's the end. That's how it's going to end. Everybody gets AIDS and dies.
It's a dirty show. It's fucked up, but it's good. And you think about that, though, I guarantee you, there are fucking people like that in this fucking
for sure.
For sure.
Actually, I found some videos of my computer. Don't know where they came from 2007. And I got my computer in 2012, and it was a refurbished. So, I mean, maybe there was some videos that didn't get deleted or whatever. And it looked like VOL, straight up VOL, tattooed faces, like oversized polos, like
Remember when there was like the baby blues?
They didn't look like they had a job.
Forget the dark blues.
Arbitrary filming things with their phone for no fucking reason. Like sitting.
There wasn't even fucking phones back then.
07, I don't know, or like a camera. 07, like phones. Filming like out of their, sitting shoddy out of the window for no fucking reason. And deleting it, and then just hanging out on a porch during the middle of the week.
Yeah,
with like brand new Jordans, but they don't have jobs.
I got J's on my feet.
Yeah. But no, I'm just kidding. But I was like, what the shit? And I looked at, I'm like, those are definitely the type of shameless type folks.
Exactly.
But reason why I was asking you about that because I know you deal with a lot of that and it's a part of your life.
It's
about getting that, and it's to me, I listen to all these things. You know, the healthcare thing is such a big debate because
it fucking controls the way money works. I guarantee it. Because what I tell people is if like all these dialysis clinics that I've been to, all these cancer centers and stuff, if there was a cure for shit and all of a sudden those went away. Where the fuck are those jobs going to go? Where's that money supply? Where's that prescription? So many fucking people would be out of jobs. And they would never let that happen.
What it is America's so big is what I'm learning from it because my values, and I really don't care I just don't want my taxes raised for it. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
If there's a way.
Like let me pay for my own motherfucking shit though. But there's got to also be like a supply and demand with your fucking employer. Like if you're not getting paid enough, everyone should offer fucking like, I don't fuck the Obamacare thing. Like I think that's ridiculous. They need to figure out a way to make healthcare for everybody. Other fucking countries do it, and it seems to work pretty damn good.
Well, the reason why it works so good with them is, from what I'm understanding and what I've tried to study and learn, is their population is so fucking small compared to us, and we really do invite the world to come here.
Yeah.
We're a hub for pretty much, I guess, success for people to come here to make money.
Well, fucking Trump 2020, make all them other motherfuckers pay for our shit.
Yeah, there's got to be some way for China to be able to help us
if
out.
We're the fucking homeless shelter, fucking start donating,
exactly,
motherfucker.
Bitch. I think other countries should help out with our goddamn healthcare.
Have you seen that one video that's like traveling around where they ask people like, how much do you think it costs to have a baby in America? And or how much do you think like it costs for this? And they're like, I think it's in like Europe or some shit over there. Have you seen this or like heard of it?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
How much it costs to have a baby? This fucking chick was like, I think it was a girl. She's like, oh, maybe like, she's like 200, 300, something like that. And I'm just going off the top of my head. And they gave her the results. It was like thousands of dollars. And she was just like, these people were like, what? And the reaction for what it costs in the US compared to like other countries with free healthcare. But I also hear like a downside free healthcare, like in Canada, that free healthcare is good, but in time for you to like get into a doctor, it could be like a month wait or some shit. So I mean, there's pros and cons to every fucking thing
exactly.
you deal with.
There's nothing's perfect. I heard of people coming from Canada. I've heard of people at the old Prague.
Patch Adams all over the place.
Bartender at the old Prague was talking about some customers that were from Canada that were here for the Cleveland Clinic or for healthcare. They came here to visit
Cleveland
for
Clinic.
healthcare.
Saudi Arabia is like, they come from all over. When I was in there for transplant, they built their own wing for this Saudi Arabian princess. Like when I had my transplant, I was down on a floor where I had to share a fucking room with this kid that had a liver and kidney transplant in the same. And he whined all night long. Like I could not sleep. It was the most miserable thing. Now Abby, who donated the kidney, she's up in like fucking luxury filet mignon, like offering her shrimp and stuff. And I went up there to go visit, and the nurses will tell you there's this wing like off, and it's not used anymore, but you can go like tour it for this Saudi Arabian princess. And she was there for like years, and they would buy the nurses food like every night, pizza, everything. They built it just for her because she was waiting on a heart transplant. And one thing, I shit you not, no one ever fucking believes me. I was in Cleveland Clinic, main campus, giving blood one time, and I saw these Saudi Arabian dudes walk by. They had the like red and white checkered with the black thing and their whole like white gown, and they were fucking walking in there with like AKs. Walk right by, and then shut the curtain, and they were just in their back room. Shit you not.
Wow.
Like, you tell me how that shit is legal, and people never believe me, but I'm like, no, I mean, I'm sober when I'm giving my blood, so I don't know how I can make that up.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. A lot of people go to the Cleveland Clinic.
Man, yeah, it's a complicated issue. And I think with the dialogue about the people's values.
If you get money, you got it.
That's true, and that's true. I mean, that's for everybody in the world. Yeah. If you have the money, boom. You're fine.
Lamar Odom called the fucking bunny ranch, needed a kidney transplant.
Dude,
this motherfucker was just like,
if you have money,
put it out and was like,
if you have money, you could,
boom.
You could. I don't know if Michael Jackson did anything that people complain, but I'm just saying, settlements, baby. If you have the money, you could just pay the parents. All I'm saying is, if you have the money, you're fucking gold.
I would let Michael Jackson touch me if I knew I was set for the rest of my life.
Like that Dave Chappelle joke when he's talking about Macaulay Culkin said nothing ever happened, and if I was a molester, he's the first kid I'm fucking.
Yeah, that was the most recent one he came out with.
Yeah,
dude, that shit was fucking. I was like, damn, he went off the wall with this one.
That is legendary, going down in history as one of the most hardcore stand-up bits or stand-up sets.
Fuck yeah,
I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. That goes beyond to me.
People
That
get
goes
so
beyond.
mad at him and like just fuck, you can't stand him because of like he's speaking the fucking truth though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's being blunt. That's why most people don't like comedians. Is they fucking tell shit how it is, but they make you fucking laugh with it.
Yeah. They kind of what they do is they say things you already know. And that's what makes everybody go, ha ha, oh. And that's the trick, and that's like the art form of comedy.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to dive into that,
Dude, it's good.
And it's really hard because what you got to do is you got to prove to people what you're saying.
Yeah.
And convince them that it's funny.
That's why I was at like Kill Tony. I was like, I'm throwing my name in this fucking hat. Like if I get up there. Like I was.
What was your minute?
Shitless,
what was your minute?
I didn't get up there.
But what have you said? You
I was just gonna wing
right?
it. So like I have this like in my iPhone in my notes. I have stuff like I smoke weed like every once in a while, but it like motivates me and I get like creative thinking. Like Joe Rogan, I listen to Joe Rogan all the time, and like he'll talk about it. I went and saw him when he was here. He was with Andrew Santino. That shit was funny as fuck. But like,
yeah, that dude's funny.
I would just
Whiskey
get these
ginger.
off the wall things, like just like you're back in the day kicking with your fucking dudes at the round table, and you're like, you just think of something when you're home alone, like doing your thing. And you're like, I need to fucking jot this shit down. Like, I got a fucking mac and cheese bit. I got like,
but what's one of your bits? Like, what's something you would have said?
Now you're putting me on the spot.
Well, imagine the show.
Like, I had it like in my head, like going in there and things like that. My biggest thing I was going to talk about was the SpongeBob.
Well, imagine if they were like, all right, JB Baldwin, everybody.
It's going to fucking sound stupid. So like, when you're at home and like you're alone, and you're just trying to pass the time. You get off work. And you smoke weed, and I smoke weed. Everyone smokes weed here, right? Yeah. Well, not everybody, maybe. Yeah. But most people are going to know this. So I smoke my weed, and I get high, and I get hungry. So you develop this hunger that you need to fulfill. And mac and cheese. That's like everyone's go-to. Easy mac. In the box, whatever. You go to cook it. So move past all the bullshit. Like, you're in the sink. Like, I don't know if you ever fucking do this, but I do. I don't want to fucking clean another goddamn dish. I don't want to clean another dish. So you got the fucking strainer where you can dump the noodles in as if you're cooking spaghetti. I go for the fucking plate. But you grab this fucking plate and it's slippery as fuck, and like you're fucking playing, like, you're playing God right there. I could lose all my fucking noodles. I might not.
You're straining
you're holding this plate and you're straining it and you're being all careful and you're fucking stoned. You're like, fuck. And next thing you know, you do the one slip and you lose like half your fucking noodles. And you're like, no. There's so many germs in this fucking sink.
I mean, that's fun. It's funny, I guess, as
if I could tell it better, trust me, it was like.
Yeah. But with the show, if you watch the show a lot, I don't know if you watch the show a lot.
Not a lot, but I've caught some episodes and shit.
They're looking for punchlines, like actual setups, and then boom.
But I always get what spooked me. That would have been my first time going on stage.
Oh, right.
So like, I don't fucking know, and I was just looking for something to fulfill that minute in like a quick way.
Yeah,
and that was probably like more than a minute right there.
And then the interview is actually the more ample.
But
moment.
like while I was there, I'm like, probably everyone here is fucking high and stoned and fucking drunk. So I mean,
here's the funny thing:
vibing on it.
You know how Joelberg and Jeremiah came out in their jumpsuits? They're prison inmates.
I just bit my nail on camera. Sorry,
dude. They don't even want to see my nails.
I know.
It's literally. It's almost like concerning. Like if a doctor saw my nails, he'd be like, "You need to stop doing that."
I can tell from here. Yeah.
Anyway,
put some hot salve.
But you know how the guys in the band came out as inmates. My first joke was perfect for that because my first joke was, anytime I take a shit and I look down at my product and how long and girthy it is, I think, wow, I could definitely survive prison. And I was gonna add on, so long as Joelberg.
Were you even drinking that night?
No,
because I didn't see you fucking have a drink or nothing, and I knew right there. I was like, man, I was hoping you would get caught. Because I was like, you look like you were fucking on your game, like you just had shit like minded up. Check
the thing about it. My first joke was perfect. They came out with inmate suits on, and I was gonna be like, so, and there's a big joke about Joelberg's dick being so big, and I was like, I could probably survive prison so long as Joelberg lets me on top and I rock back and forth smoking a cigarette and doing a crossword puzzle. I'll be fine. And then The second joke, I've said it on the show before, was Maggie likes the smell of horse shit, my girlfriend, because it reminds her of her childhood. She would ride her grandma's horses, which works out for me because when she goes down on me, I'll know I didn't wipe good enough when she gets nostalgic.
Shut the fuck up.
And then,
Shut the fuck up.
And then my next joke was like, people ask who's the better half. I say, well, it's got to be her because when I look at my disgusting naked body in the mirror, I think, wow, she must really love me. And then I look at her naked body and I think, wow, it's got to be me because my standards are way higher than hers. She likes. She's with me.
Over these bits.
She's with me, and she likes the smell of horse shit. What else is she willing to do?
It smells like home, man.
Yeah, right.
Cruising through. Horse shit has a different smell than cow shit.
No, but yeah, the thing is women are the champions of the planet, no matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I think that's good.
Real quick. Are you in the like TikTok world? Have you explored it? Do you know what the fuck is going on? Because it's taking over.
No, I know
it's taking over.
I know it's really. I hate it a lot. And I'm gonna show you a video.
I'm telling you, it's. I'm like one of those guys. I'm like, I'll never watch that.
And
shit.
I really hate this,
Stupid.
and I don't know why I hate it so much, and it bothers me so much. It might not even be on YouTube because it's like
model fish.
An aquarium, and it's a girl in an aquarium, and she's kind of like modeling. Okay, here we go.
In an aquarium?
Look at her. She's getting filmed by her friend.
Oh yeah,
she's in public in front of other people.
Oh, there's people like in the middle of streets and stuff doing this shit, dude. In the middle of fucking traffic.
Look at her.
Yeah. But like,
what the fuck?
It is the new social takeover.
The old guy making fun of her.
That's the classic OG.
Yeah. He's like, this is what she was doing.
He's like, get in the fucking farm, bitch.
But yeah, I don't know why. I understand she's just being, artsy and just with her.
I'm telling you,
social media. But for some reason, I'd rather watch.
It's taken over, man. Like
I'd rather watch Justin Bieber have gay sex.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
There's seriously some funny shit on there. It's almost like Instagram and YouTube like combined, and like people like do these pranks and stuff. And my daughter, she has over 1 million followers. She's like at 1.2 million, like overnight, just by stuff.
Wow.
Yes, she's TikTok famous, and that's how I started getting into it. I was just like. I created an account. Just
do you have a video? Is there a TikTok video of your daughter, or is it you have to have the app?
I think I don't know if I've never looked it up on a PC, but
I have an Apple. What's her name? And is it TikTok?
It's Jasmine K, but it's JAXSMINE. So I don't know if it would come up on YouTube or not.
Probably not.
But I know they have TikTok stuff like blowing up all over. I mean, I have it on my phone and like, but like it'll show like her following. So this is like a China-based company, and they've talked about it like how like no military personnel, like anybody FBI, they're not allowed to use it at all because of it's a China-based company.
Oh, right.
But I guess they have like headquarters in LA or something. But these kids are getting found and becoming famous like that just from like. Yeah, it's insane. They're like taking over, and the next thing you know, like that's now celebrities are starting to catch on and like get into it. So these kids, some of them don't even have like Instagrams or Snapchats and things like that.
Yeah, that's all they have.
Blowing up. But yeah, I mean, there's some funny shit, dude. I got almost 100,000 likes just by posting a video of my fucking dog. When I drive him down the road, he fucking like bites at cars driving by, and I put System of a Down to it, and people fucking went nuts over it. I was like. Swear to fucking God. And now I become one of those guys who fucking post a fucking TikTok video just trying to be on there. Jeez. I started mine just trying to like keep an eye on my daughter.
I need to get hip to that, or a hip to getting views.
I'm telling you, just check it out sometime.
This is all I do, man.
It'll fucking suck you in, Rob Webb.
Dude, I know I'm getting... Dude, I don't even...
We're fucking old. These are the new times. We can't...
I didn't even know who Billie Eilish was until, like, this band in Cleveland, based out of Cleveland and stuff, they're the Critic City. Every now and then I'll wear their merch. They came out with a cover of
she's a sad girl. Like, her music is like sad, but she has some like
part of it.
Stuff.
I hope they don't get pissed at me for playing part of this.
This is my daughter's idol right now. Back in the day it was like Hannah fucking Montana. Now we got fucking
what is it?
This girl, but like in real life she's really down to earth. She still lives at home, got money made, going on world tours. I mean,
but yeah, Billie Eilish did Bad Guy. I thought these guys did it. It's badass. They did such a good job.
We need like a 5-hour podcast because
it's over an hour now. It's an hour and 11 minutes, and that's fine. I got a good upload speed, so we're good.
Slap the bass.
But this is Critic City.
This is them?
Yeah, Critic City.
Fucking slapping that bass.
They did a really good job.
They're local?
Yeah.
Really? I feel like I've seen them at Whiskey Island before while I was bartending.
I won't play the whole thing because I don't know like how this is gonna work. If they're gonna get mad at me, like you're using my band for views. I'm like, I don't know.
No, this is promoting. If it was like, yeah. I like all the yellow.
Brian Hanselek plays the drums. He's really good.
No, I like the remake of it. I like the remake of it. I'm the bad guy. The video, they should have done something more crazy. I'm a bad guy. Is that a fucking Power Ranger? The Green Ranger.
They did a good fucking job on this.
You know that you don't own me. I'll let you play.
So like how your Taylor Swift song was like your secret inside. I mean, I'll be in my car fucking jamming to some like shit you wouldn't even like. You would fucking make fun of me. I'll be in my car like people look over at me. I'm just like, yeah, what's up? You don't even know what the fuck I'm listening to. Getting down.
I'll play but yeah, like, is there anything else going on in the future? You got like a foundation? Oh no, the Kidney Foundation Walk fundraiser. Has that happened yet?
No, it's every June. This year, I usually walk every year, but this year I'm not. I'm going to be down there volunteering. But I am raising money because I like what they do with their money. It's not one of those organizations that keeps half and does with the other half what they will. Everything goes to something good. So yeah, there's a link in my Facebook page, in the bio. That's usually all that's there. I don't put a bio or nothing like that. So you just click on it, it'll take you there. It'll give you like a little gist of my story or whatnot and like why I do it. And yeah.
All right, cool.
I'd appreciate it. And like I said, like people like you could literally donate like $1, 50 cents. I mean, I
could put up a link for people to donate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, after the episode, I'll get all that to write it out so I could.
Yeah.
I'll have that on paper so I could get it going.
Right. But I mean, like, and it's all like next year when you do your taxes, it's a tax write-off, so you get that money back, ladies and gentlemen.
But how do you do that? Is there documentation that you need to supply? Like, what if you go for
when you donate? As long as you leave your email, well, you have to leave an email. I do every year. Every year I donate, and like every year I try and do like more than what I did before, which doesn't always happen. But you get this printable form. I forget the name of the form, but it's just how it works when you donate money to like what are those called? Why is my mind going?
Dude, I don't even know. When it comes to taxes, you got me.
For a cause that you guys know what I'm talking about. My mind's going blank right now.
Whatever. Yeah, put it in the comments. Post it in the comments. If you know what he's talking about, post it in the comments.
You'll get an email with a printable form that you can slip and hold into your taxes for the next year. You can hang on to it, do whatever. And like literally when you go to do your taxes, I TurboTax my shit every fucking year. And there's always the thing where have you donated money to a charity? And you'll go in there and like when you go type it in, it'll be right there. It'll like automatically be like, it'll come up National Kidney Foundation. You'll be like, this is how much I donated. That'll go like right back into your refund.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
it's good to know.
Yeah,
for any of those
most people don't know that though. So
yeah, it's like
it's like letting one of your best asshole friends borrow money and you get it back a year later, which I've done.
Is that really? Do you know anything about that? Is that a way for you to really know where your tax money goes? Could you potentially donate like say everything that you pay in taxes, donate that to a certain cause that you care about, or split it up between causes that you care about? Will your tax money not then go to the militarized industrial complex or welfare or whatever subsidized program that exists?
Well, I don't. When you like look at your TurboTax, it'll show you like when you put that on there. I can see that I get that money back. But honestly, I don't know if they tax that. Is that a fucking Jesus in the...
Oh, that's a Halloween decoration. It looks like he's peeking through the window. Oh, my
God. I thought that was like a blind with like Jesus staring me down. I was about to freak the fuck out. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you'd have to be here. If you want to be here, become a guest. Let me know.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm going to go, man. This is good. This is...
I fucking love it.
Dude, thank you so much, man.
Awesome.
Dude,
great
this
time.
Is freaking sweet.
And have me back because I could talk forever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Good convos. Covered a lot of topics.
Yeah.
I'm going to play us out. I have it ready. It's a song I made called Cupid's Smoking Barrel. And it's about falling in love. And it's a hip hop track. And it was
falling in love.
The rhyme is inspired. The sequence and the cadence of lyrics is inspired by Tupac.
Fuck yeah.
I ain't mad at
Tupac
you.
on my way here. I ain't mad at you. Yeah.
Well, it's inspired by that song.
Right on. Yeah.
Well, you know how Tupac is.
I was jamming that on the way here. I was like, I need to get ready for this podcast.
Well, here we go.
I'm jamming.
Thank you, JB.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
Give it up for JB one more time. I might put up. There we go. And Cupid Smoking Barrel by the FunBox. And the FunBox is a podcast, and it's also my hip hop SoundCloud.com. I'm a SoundCloud rapper minus the facial tattoos, but here we go. Yeah. Oh, so you want another love song? Okay. I got you. Oh my God, I'm loving you more each day. Didn't think it was possible. Didn't think it was possible. Oh my God, I keep loving you more every day. Didn't think it was possible. Didn't think it was possible. I think I'm stuck, and I don't care what they say about it. Got my chest feeling crowded, ain't no doubt about it. Lady luck, feeling like my body is a temple, and I'm getting so suspenseful like a primetime game show. Say my name and bury